Welcome to Academic Gain Tutorials. In this video, we will discuss about the economics of owning a hospital and how a hospital works as both a healthcare institution and a complex business. To begin with, owning a hospital requires a very large upfront investment. The owner must spend money on land, building construction, medical equipment, licenses, accreditation, technology, furniture, and working capital. Unlike many businesses, a hospital cannot start with only a small setup because it needs proper facilities, trained staff, emergency systems, patient rooms, diagnostic tools, and strict legal approval before operating. That is why hospital investment can range from millions to hundreds of millions of dollars, depending on the size and location. After the hospital is ready, the next important part is revenue. Hospitals earn money from many sources, such as inpatient care, outpatient services, emergency care, surgeries, diagnostic tests, pharmacy sales, and specialist treatments. In many countries, hospitals also receive payments from commercial insurance, government healthcare programs, self-paying patients, and other service income. So, revenue does not come from only one place. It depends on the number of patients, the type of treatment, the price of services, and how quickly the hospital receives payment. Then comes the patient care journey. A patient usually starts with scheduling or check-in, then moves to diagnosis and treatment, and after that the hospital prepares billing and coding. Finally, the hospital submits the claim or collects payment. This step is very important because even if the hospital provides good treatment, poor documentation or billing mistakes can delay payment or reduce income. Therefore, efficient administration is just as important as medical care. Next, we need to understand the major cost categories. A hospital has very high operating costs. The largest cost is usually labor, because doctors, nurses, technicians, pharmacists, cleaners, security staff, and administrative employees must be paid regularly. In addition, hospitals spend heavily on medicines, medical supplies, utilities, maintenance, insurance, equipment, technology, and compliance. Every bed, test, operation, and department creates cost, so strong cost control is necessary. After revenue and expenses are calculated, the hospital looks at its operating margin. Operating margin means the profit left from normal hospital activities after operating expenses are deducted from operating revenue. In healthcare, margins are often thin because staff costs, equipment costs, and reimbursement pressure are high. A healthy operating margin may look small compared with other industries, but for hospitals even a few percent can be important. However, hospital economics does not stop at operating activities. There are also non-operating factors. For example, a hospital may earn investment income, receive donations or grants, pay interest on debt, or record gains and losses on assets. These items can increase or reduce overall financial performance. So, even when the hospital performs well in patient services, debt and non-operating expenses can still affect the final result. After that, we come to net margin. Net margin shows what is left after all expenses, including non-operating costs, are deducted from total revenue. Many hospitals operate with very slim net margins. This means the owner must manage the business carefully because a small fall in patient volume, a rise in labor cost, or a delay in reimbursement can quickly reduce profit. At the same time, cash flow is key. Profit on paper does not always mean cash is available in the bank. A hospital may provide treatment today but receive payment weeks or months later. Meanwhile, salaries, supplier bills, utilities, rent, loan payments, and maintenance costs must be paid on time. That is why hospitals need strong cash flow management to keep daily operations stable. Once the hospital earns profit and maintains cash flow, the next step is reinvestment and growth. Successful hospitals often reinvest money into better equipment, advanced technology, new service lines, additional beds, staff training, and improved patient experience. This helps the hospital attract more patients, improve quality, and compete with other healthcare providers. In healthcare, reinvestment is not optional. It is necessary to maintain trust and service quality. But even with strong planning, hospital ownership has many risks and challenges. These include reimbursement pressure, labor shortages, wage inflation, high capital requirements, strict regulation, malpractice risk, competition, technology upgrades, and economic downturns. Hospitals also carry a high social responsibility because their decisions directly affect patient health and community well-being. So, the bottom line is that owning a hospital can be financially rewarding, but it is also a high-impact and high-responsibility business with thin margins. Success depends on strong operations, accurate billing, cost discipline, skilled staff, steady cash flow, continuous investment, and most importantly, quality patient care. In simple words, a hospital owner must balance mission and margin. The mission is to save lives and serve the community, while the margin is needed to keep the hospital open, pay staff, buy equipment, and improve services. When better care, smarter operations, and financial discipline work together, the hospital becomes stronger for both patients and owners. If this short video was helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.